SBR Forum's Punters is brought to you by Bookmaker.
I'm Peter Loshak. We're talking right now, once again, with returning guest Dave Golokhov, senior sports columnist for AskMen.com. Dave, thanks for doing this call with us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, I couldn't give you the game you really want to talk about, which is Bears-Jaguars. I assume you love the Jaguars +6 in that one, right?
No, I love the Bears, actually.
Really? God, I would love to get your opinion on that one. But unfortunately, we already covered it with someone else. So you all said you might have a lean in Denver at New England. The Pats are 6.5-point home favorites, and the total's 51.5. And New England, of course, we kind of suspected that they might, bust out in a big way one of these weeks, and they definitely did that last week against Buffalo. Not a slouch team by any means, and I'm thinking that they might do it again here. Denver, though, the running game is really McGahee's playing great, and Peyton Manning had a great passer rating last week. So all the questions that people were thinking about him a few weeks ago that he maybe didn't have it anymore, he's playing at least very well now. So I'm wondering what your lean might be with these lines.
Well, just real quick, I'll say about the Bears.
Yeah.
I just see the Jags have 2 sacks this season, and I think we all know the Chicago Bears are pretty good when Jay Cutler has time to throw. So that's why I like the Bears a lot. In this game, I like Denver plus the points. That would be my lean.
Mm-hmm.
I think 7 points is a little too much. We're putting a little too much faith in the Patriots from what we saw last week. And when you start to take a look at what transpired last week, I watched the game from start to finish. The Pats got 2 first-half turnovers from the Bills, 2 gifts that they did nothing with. They only had 7 points at the half. They should have been trailing by more. In the second half, the game really got away from Buffalo, and Buffalo just started handing the ball to the Patriots, in scoring range pretty much every single time. So I think the 52 points is a little inflated. They did play well, however, and I'll give them credit. But as a whole, you take a look at the Patriots' offense this season, and it's been so-so. And it's been so-so when you consider that they haven't faced a top 15 defense at all. The one defense that they faced that's in the top 20 was Arizona's, who's number 18, and Arizona stifled them at home. So Denver comes in this game with the 8th best defense in the NFL, and they played pretty well last week. Didn't allow a touchdown, simplified things. Jack Del Rio really preached the tackling better. They missed a lot of tackles against the Texans and the Falcons, and really making more smart plays, playing more efficiently, and avoiding the mental lapses. So that's what we saw from Denver last week. I think it carries over this week, and that's why I like them plus the 7.
All right. What's your read on Peyton Manning in general? Do you think in general he's still basically got it?
Not quite yet. Not quite as of right now. I'm not sure if I can say not quite yet or if not quite, period. And what I mean by that is I haven't seen the downfield crispness that I'd like to see from him, that I'm more used to seeing with Indianapolis. It doesn't have to happen a lot, but 1 or 2 times a game, you could always count on Peyton Manning to blow the cover off the defense. And that's what really opens up all these sort of intermediate routes, these quick slants, quick screens, and even the running game. And we haven't quite seen that. He's been very efficient in sort of the, we'll say, 5 to 15-yard range.
Sure.
And I think that's going to be very important this week because the Broncos are going to play keep away from the Patriots. I think they're perfectly tailored to do that, move the sticks, keep the ball, and do that. But as a whole, I think Manning still has to show me if the Broncos are going to become that Super Bowl contender that a lot of people thought they would be in the preseason. I have to see him be more accurate down the field and connect on some of those plays. We haven't seen that from him yet.
Right, but still, overall, you would lean towards Denver here, and maybe, if Denver tries to shorten the game to keep the ball out of Brady's hands, maybe under 51.5. You seem to have a great read on totals in the NFL this year. What do you think about the total?
Total's a tough one because the Patriots are kind of here one week, gone the next. I was very disappointed with them what I saw from Arizona. I was very disappointed from the Patriots what I saw in the first half against Buffalo. I think again, Peter, a lot of people are putting a lot of credit into what the Pats did in the second half when the Bills kept gifting them turnovers. The first half, the Patriots had just 7 points against Buffalo. Let's not forget that. This is a team that runs the ball a lot more now, had 2 100-yard rushers last week. I would lean towards the under, but this is a team that we're just not sure of. We're just, all these pass-first teams in the NFL Green Bay, Detroit. The Falcons probably being the one exception that have looked good. But all these pass-first teams are struggling right now. Patriots are part of that. And I know they looked good last week. I'm still skeptical that this is the number one offense in the NFL. And I would lean under. I know it's not a strong play either way. I like the Broncos more than I do like the total.
Okay. Thanks once again, Dave Golokhov. Great preview, and we will talk to you again next week.